So you're in Wales and you have a shop and you
Yeah,
create a lot of conversions, right? You
yeah, we're
convert.
pretty much, I would say, the largest conversion shop in the world now. I mean, we're converting like probably about 100 cars a year. We've got
No way. That's a
16.
lot of cars.
Yeah. We've got about 16 cars in the workshop at the moment. Getting. Tell you what, why don't I just show you?
What? There you go.
So yeah, we got about 16 cars in the workshop at the moment. There you go. Everything from like
Oh,
we're
look at
we're all classic
that.
car nuts. So it's everything from down in the corner over there. We've got a Land Rover Defender.
Land Rover.
Um, just underneath the cover here is a Maserati Ghibli. This underneath the covers, believe it or not, is a DeLorean. We've got
Wow.
a vehicle going out on Saturday here. That's a finished Land Rover. Where are we? Over in the corner there's a Porsche 944. There's another Porsche behind this bit here. We've got another Land Rover about here. There's a Mini.
A
So
Mini.
don't need, there's a BMW CSI, a Range Rover. That was about the third vehicle I ever built, like I don't know, 3 years ago. That's just back for a bit of TLC at the moment because I've not seen it in 3 years.
Oh, and I see a bus over there in the corner.
Oh yeah, I thought you might see that. So yeah, we've got a Mini there. That's getting a Tesla Drive unit. Now this is
Tesla drive unit out of all things.
yeah, well, only a small Tesla Drive unit.
It
It
does-
actually it fits like a glove.
really?
Now this is a car you've never seen before. This is what's called a Gordon Keeble, very rare car from the '60s, a UK car. That's a Gordon
Wow.
Keeble. Actually has a big American V8 that was originally in that. That's no
Wow.
longer in it. And yeah, as you've already spotted, oh, there
The
it is.
VW bus. It's a
There you go.
camper.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at that.
beautiful. It's all original. And then we got a little bit of collection of finished cars over here. So we got
Oh, there you
this.
go. It's a Beetle.
That's the Beetle we converted in a day last week. So we converted that to a day. And then we've got an Alfa Romeo Spider, MG Midget, Fiat 500. That's actually
Yeah.
Dev Patel's Fiat 500, the actor
Yeah,
Dev
yeah.
Patel. He was in Slumdog Millionaire and Lion and some cool
Yeah.
films.
Mm-hmm.
And just behind that is a BMW Assetto bubble car. So
Wow.
yeah, I think probably 15, 16 cars in here at the moment. So it's a bit.
Wow, that's crazy. You guys are full production. And not only are you doing these conversions, but you also have some kind of like video production, like a TV show or series or something?
Yeah. We got and we've got pretty cool chargers as well. It's like
Oh, look at that.
yeah, so we got a TV show, which is weird. I didn't expect to be doing a TV show like about 3 years ago when I started converting cars in my garage. So yeah,
Wow,
that
and
went out on
all this has happened
MotorTrend.
in 3 years. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Seems like only yesterday I was phoning up Uncle Michael, as I call him, over
Michael
in the
Bream.
US,
Yeah.
just
Yes.
to talk about converting a Beetle I had at the time. And yeah, that was in my garage, and then it's just turned into. See you guys. Turned into this, and I've got a TV show. We're shooting the second season at the moment. It's called Vintage Voltage. It was out on MotorTrend in the US and Quest TV in the UK, and I believe it's on some international channel. Apple TV has it on there as well.
Oh, Apple TV. I can watch it. Yeah, because I
yeah.
haven't been able to catch an episode, but I do have Apple TV because I don't know. I refuse to join all these channels. I was like, I was in Netflix already. What do you mean I have to now join everything else?
There's 10 episodes in season one. I think we got everything from. There's a. There's a motorbike in there. There was a Ferrari in there. There was a Porsche Speedster in there. There was some pretty cool builds. Lancia Fulvia. There's all
Wow.
sorts. Yeah, really cool
How
cars. And
does how does that work? Because okay, so for those of you who don't know, converting a car it's quite a bit of work. I know you said you got this Beetle done in a day, but I mean Beetles are the most converted vehicles on the planet, right? Like everyone's done one or whatever. So at this point, yeah, okay, you have everything worked out. You put the battery box over there. You can kind of work it out, but typically like a new car that you haven't done, it's a ton of work. It's a ton of engineering. There's a ton of pre-fitting and all that stuff. So it's a lot of like actual work.
Yeah.
How do you do a TV show on top of that? Because
So,
because a TV show from the production side, it's equally the amount of work, right? So
oh
that
yeah,
means you
yeah.
have to have separate crews. It's a huge crew that usually takes to make a production. I mean, you're talking about it could be anything between 5 to 30 people. You know what I mean? Depending on the productions and how good
Sure.
their showrunners are or whatever.
In
How do you,
fact, you're just missing one of the camera guys walking out the door there now. So.
I see. Do they live there with you?
Yeah,
Almost.
I mean, what happened was, I mean, I was happily converting cars for customers, and we were getting quite a lot of traction on social media. I noticed there was a lot of interest out there for what we did, and I haven't really watched TV in a long time. I'm like you, I got Netflix, I do on demand stuff, but I remember the days of like watching Wheeler Dealers when it was still back in the UK with Ed China in it, and I loved those programs because they were into the nitty gritty of like nuts and bolts and changing a bearing and torque wrenches and things like that. And I thought, well, this, if somebody videoed and got a TV show out of what I did, I would watch it because, it's like the next generation of wheeler dealers. It's kind of electrification, but a little bit of classic cars, a little bit of modern technology, and a little bit of like, zero emissions and, saving the planet. And you put all that together, and I thought that would make a good TV show. But the problem is exactly as you said, Jehu. It was, if I did a TV show, TV shows are usually made up. They're
Yes.
usually scripted. They're not
Yes.
real. The whole Gas Monkey Garage, Wheeler Dealers and stuff. They're not. It's not real. It's not real mechanics doing work on real cars that is then sold to a customer. I run a business, and what I wanted was what's called an obdoc, an observational documentary on my business, running a real business with real engineers, real fabricators, real customers. The cameras are there. They film us, but they don't stage everything and script everything, whereas most other TV shows out there, they are, and that's why they follow the same format. If you've watched one like Gas Monkey Garage type thing, you've watched them all because they're all the same. They
Yeah.
all have big tattoos on, and they have like some cool actors that just pretending to do hot rods. That's
Yes.
not us. We are warts and all. You film us building a real car. And that's what I wanted, was a minimum impact to my business for a TV production company to come in. And luckily we got Attaboy Productions. Now Attaboy Productions, they did Wheeler Dealers for about 13 years before it moved to the States. And those guys are well cool. They are really on board with what we do. And they don't impact us too much. And they've been filming today as well. And yeah, it's just worked really well. So yeah, it's very strange to say I've got a TV show, but I have.
Yeah. Yeah, that is really weird because we toyed with the idea, right? Over there, I was over there with Michael, and I shot a pilot that was for Velocity TV, right? So the Discovery Channel, and we would sit down and try to figure out how we would do this. But at the end of the day, it was like producers wanted to shoot a TV show and they want to optimize the whole production to shoot the TV show, and we're like, well, no, this is not just for the cameras. This is an actual project for a customer. This you have to meet somewhere in the middle, but mostly no. There's no budging when you have to turn this into a real customer, right?
Yeah.
So we could never really get together and meet in a right place that we can make it happen, right? And so at the end of the day, they wouldn't budge and we wouldn't budge. So I think it just never went anywhere. Uh,
Well, I was the same. I mean, me and Michael are very similar in personalities, and we're car guys. Fundamentally, we're car guys, and we know what we want to do with having fun building electric cars and stuff. And when I say no, that's it. That's where it is. I'm not going to give way to that. And we were kind of the same. We had various different channels that the production company pitched to. And they, would feed back to say, oh, but if we can do that, can we have the studio like down south somewhere else? Can we do that? And it was a flat no. You take it or leave it. It's an observational documentary on what we do as a business here. And here's 10 customers. There's 10 customer journeys. Car comes in, we meet the customer. It gets converted through the journey. We drive it at the end, shake hands, job done. On to the next car.
I
And
see.
yeah,
No
we must.
drama, no drama, no throwing things around
No,
and
no, no, no.
fights and you
Yes,
know.
exactly what I said he didn't want. No false drama, no false like deadlines. Oh, we've got to work through the night because like the customer's picking up tomorrow. Who believes that crap?
How about
Honestly.
the girl? No girl with the big boobs, you know,
No,
scantily clad. No.
unfortunately not Jehu. No,
Oh,
I tried, but no, no, I didn't want any of that. And having like tattoos all over my body and like all that muscle and stuff. Believe me, there's no muscle and there's no tattoos under this.
oh no, man!
All real.
If it was the producers that we were dealing with, you would have shown up drunk half the time, and you would have been
Yeah.
crying, and
Strangely enough,
yeah.
it was Discovery Channel that commissioned it. So
Wow.
Discovery Channel, Discovery Channel Network, or whatever they're called. So in the US, it went out on MotorTrend, which is part of their.
Yeah, Velocity TV turned into MotorTrend, so yeah, that's the same people. That's so weird. They said no to us, but they said yes to you.
Hey, it's the looks.
Bastards.
I got the looks, mate.
You got the looks. You got the sideburns. That's what it is. I didn't have side. Yeah, they basically told us that it was too early and people were not watching. Americans did not watch it because it aired. So I shot a half, a pilot episode, and it aired on TV a couple times, and they just came back and they were like, meh. And so then I was able to post that on my channel, and now it almost got it's got like 900,000 views right now. It's about to pass 1 million views, and I'm like, well, it's like you guys, I don't know, to me that's enough.
I think you're right, Jehu. You're right. It's too early in the US, but in Europe, we're ahead of the game with EVs as far as like electrification and adoption of electric vehicles is concerned. I mean, if you're looking towards Norway, for instance, I mean, that's like 85% of all cars over there sold in the last month were electric. That's
Yeah.
crazy numbers. If you talk to Americans, they're like, 1% or less cars are sold that are electric. So if you pitched it solely from America to Americans, I think, yeah, they'd probably say, no, it's too early. But
too
I
early.
was, I was lucky because, we're a European, like UK based company where electric vehicles are ahead of the game compared to the
Yeah.
US. And it was picked up by a US network. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably the difference is we were coming at it from a UK towards the US perspective, whereas you were kind of like US to US people. And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the feedback we had from the US Discovery Channel was, it did well, but it wasn't, a huge success. But in the UK and other markets, it was a raving success. So
Wow.
I think the US will follow it. It'll come in the US. But
We're late. We're late to the game.
which is weird because you got Tesla, you've got like Lucid over there, you got the companies and
Yeah.
the innovators over there, but the mass adoption is just a little bit behind.
It's new cars too, so it's not the classic like the classic car people are just still petrol heads over here. So those who we were trying to pitch to, right? Because it was Velocity TV, it's car people,
Yeah.
and they're like
Where's the
electric
V8?
cars, yeah, get out of here, your stupid batteries and motors, yeah, oversized golf car.